What's going on? Hope you guys are good. So I'm sure you've seen already that Liam Neeson said that he doesn't want to return to Star Wars. If you haven't seen it already, let me play the clip right now.
Liam, I have to know, when you reprised your role as Qui-Gon Jinn in Obi-Wan Kenobi, did you ever think that that would happen? And are you interested in doing your own spinoff on Disney Plus?
No, I'm not. There's so many spin-offs of Star Wars. It's diluting it to me, and it's taken away the mystery and the magic in a weird way, you know? It was nice to do the little bit with Ewan after 25 years, 24 years, you know? Did a TV version, and I appeared in the last episode. I had 3 lines to say. 2 lines.
2 lines.
And that was cool. I loved it, man.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
So as you just saw, he said that Disney are diluting Star Wars with too many spin-offs and they've taken away the mystery, which is very true. As sad as it is to hear him say that he doesn't want to be in Star Wars again, and honestly you can tell he does like Star Wars and he does really want to be in it, but it's just the fact that Disney are messing it up. I mean, how many good products have we had from them since they've taken over Star Wars? I mean, let's just go straight into it. I mean, we had Tales of the Jedi, what was amazing. The Mandalorian's great. Like 50% of Star Wars fans like Andor, that was a guess. But it's not everyone, you either love it or hate it. I'm more on the dark side of that one. Clone Wars existed before Disney even took over Star Wars, so that I can't count that. You know what I mean? So we haven't really got too many good products from Disney, and all the spin-offs they've made just haven't followed George Lucas's formula for his movies. I mean, we learned straight away from The Force Awakens that they did not care about anything George Lucas wanted for the new sequel movies. And honestly, they've been disrespecting George Lucas's vision ever since then. And if anyone knows how Star Wars truly is meant to be, Liam Neeson is one of them people. He saw the way the prequels were made, he grew up with the originals, he got front row seats to see how Star Wars was truly made by being in a Star Wars movie, and he saw how much respect, love and care George Lucas put into his movies and his franchise. So honestly, you cannot blame him for feeling that way. Disney has totally took away the mysteriousness of Star Wars and the galaxy. I mean, it doesn't even cross their mind. The whole formula for Star Wars is just different now, when it didn't have to be, but Disney did what they did, and you can't really go back on that. You can make the sequels non-canon, but we're not going to mention that again, are we? Because they're not going to do that. But yeah, Disney has took away the mystique of Star Wars and just the intrigue, really. And honestly, I hate making videos where I have to mention how Disney have butchered Star Wars, because I want Star Wars to do well, and they've been getting better. We're going to get Ahsoka this year, which is going to be amazing, and I actually think it's going to turn around Star Wars for the better. Do a whole 180 and bring Star Wars back to the A-tier franchise that it was all those years ago. It's not that long, but it feels good to say that. I feel like Ben Kenobi. I was around when Star Wars was good. No, in all seriousness, you know, I love Star Wars. I mean, this is a Star Wars channel, which shows how much I love it. I mean, it's my favourite franchise. It's one of my favourite things in general. So I just really want it to do well, and I want Disney just to do better with it. I'm with Dave Filoni, George Lucas's apprentice, and Jon Favreau, who is the backup apprentice, the second in line. I think that Star Wars will make a comeback. And we've kind of found out now that Kathleen Kennedy is getting kicked out the door. And it's only right, I'm sorry. She's been a great producer. She's produced so many great films, but Star Wars was never something she should have produced or been a producer for. And these changes are coming very soon. Star Wars is only going up from here. I mean, Jedi Survivor's coming out. Fallen Order was one of the best Star Wars stories ever. That's a great game. It's coming out in like 2 months or something. Then we've got Ahsoka, which is going to be great. Acolyte, that is before the prequels. Hopefully it's not some woke shit, and it's actually a story that is about the story, considering that's what Star Wars is. So hopefully Disney starts making stories that they actually care about and actually respect. But yeah, so Liam Neeson, I really hope that he does come back to Star Wars at some point. There will still be future animations with Qui-Gon in it that Liam Neeson should come back to voice, and I hope he does, because he knows we all love him. In the Star Wars community, he's one of the best. He has one of the best characters in fiction, and Qui-Gon Jinn was the most pure Jedi in the prequel era, so he's a fan favourite, and we just want him to come back and voice or play that character once again. So yeah, I don't blame him for how he feels. Hopefully he does come back at some point, maybe when he sees that Dave Filoni is doing some great stuff with Star Wars, and Jon Favreau. I mean, he seems to be one of the most aware actors out here that says it how it is, and he's talking facts. I mean, it's true what he's saying, unfortunately, but the fact that he even noticed that means that he would also notice when Star Wars gets good again, because we'd love to see him back in Star Wars for the rest of its existence. yeah, that'll be about it. How do you feel about this down below? Let me know. I'm not going to ask you to tell me if you want to see Liam Neeson back in Star Wars, because that only has one answer. Absolutely. We all want to see him back. But yeah, it's sad to hear him say that. But if I remember correctly, I think he said that before, and he still came back. So give him billions if he wants to come back. If he wants that, give him it. And it reminds us of the good old times in the prequel era, when the prequels came out, and when Clone Wars was around. Man. Good times, good times. I've got a very interesting Ahsoka theory video coming up, and it's something all of us would love. And if the theory happens, it'll bring Star Wars back to where it once was, at the top of everything. The king of movies, the king of all franchises. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you on the next one.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Anakin, help me!
Do it, 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 do it.
You wanted to see me, Chancellor?
Yes, it seems the Council doesn't fully appreciate your talents.
I know there are things about the Force that they are not telling me.
Let me help you.
Huh? How do you know the ways of the Force?
My mentor taught me everything, even the nature of the dark side.
You know the dark side?
You have great wisdom, Anakin. Know the power of the dark side, the power to save Padme.
I'm going to turn you over to the Jedi Council. Master Windu, I've just learned a terrible truth. Chancellor Palpatine is a Sith Lord.
A Sith Lord?
You'll need my help if you're going to arrest him.
I sense a great deal of confusion in you, young Skywalker. Wait in the council chambers until we return.
Yes, Master.
Master Windu.
You are under arrest, Chancellor.
Are you threatening me, Master Jedi?
The Senate will decide your fate.
I am the Senate.
Not yet.
Here. Oh.
Anakin. The Jedi are taking over!
I am going to end this, once and for all.
No. I have the power to save the one you love!
I need him! What have I done?
Learn to use the dark side of the Force.
I will do whatever you ask.
Henceforth, you shall be known as Darth Vader.